Hello everyone. This is Tobi from the Phuket Meditation Center, and you're listening to the Dharana Meditation Podcast. Let's sit together, calm the busy mind, and explore topics concerning character development, meditative training, and deeper self-knowledge.
Let's start by sitting upright. Suspend the head from above. And let your body be relaxed, at ease. You can think of your skeleton as being suspended by the crown, hanging from the ceiling, being lifted up ever so gently as you breathe in. As you breathe out, let go of holding the soft tissues. Let the soft tissues melt off your bones. Let them sink into the earth. So as you breathe in, you feel the hanging skeleton gently lifted up. As you breathe out, softening, releasing the soft tissues of the body. Maintaining a balance between uprightness and relaxation. Don't let your uprightness turn into stiffness, into tension, and don't let your relaxation turn into collapsing and slouching and so on. Let your breathing be comfortable, easeful, so that it feels good. Breathing in mindful of your structure, and breathing out mindful of release within that structure. For those of you who are absolute beginners with this technique, make it a point to move only when absolutely necessary. When there's really no more other way for you, then you can move. For those of you who are more advanced, don't move at all. Releasing, softening through whatever may arise. Receiving this body, this mind, this moment with kindness, with compassion, giving it space to be just as it is. Keeping in mind this very simple task. So breathe in, feeling the skeleton lifted by the crown, providing structure for the posture. And breathing out, releasing the soft tissues in the body. Let them melt off your bones, sink into the ground. Breathing in, the bones are lifted towards heaven. Breathing out, the flesh is sinking towards earth. If you find that any of these errors occur, that you're either becoming too stiff, too rigid in your posture, then apply release. And if you find that you are becoming overly relaxed in the sense that you are slouching, then correct your posture and come back to the center. If you're correcting your posture, do so very slowly, breath by breath. Let your consciousness spread out inside of your body. More and more awareness of the body. Notice very clearly as your awareness increases where you're holding unnecessary tension, where you're collapsing. And we keep softening throughout the body each time you breathe out, releasing all this unnecessary tension. Tension in the eyes, the forehead, shoulders, the jaws. The chest, the heart. The rib cage, solar plexus, the abdominal region. The hips, the legs. And let everything become more soft within the structure, within this still upright posture. You will find a tendency of your mind wandering a bit. Know that this is normal, to be expected. If you find that your mind is wandering, and you notice that, that's already very good. Once you notice, and then you come back to the task, that's even better. And then you make another intention to keep the task in mind, to not forget it anymore. And of course you will forget it again. Then do the same thing again. Coming back, refreshing the intention to keep it in mind, and keeping it in mind. So we keep doing this simple task, regardless of what arises, whether you are bored or angry or frustrated, happy, relaxed, regardless of the state that you find yourself in. Just feel the skeleton lifted as you breathe in, and feel the flesh melting as you breathe out. And you can slowly come back, open your eyes, gently stretch your body a little bit. See if you can maintain the principles even while you're already back. Yeah, eyes already open. Just maintaining the principles, staying in touch with your body, feeling the body as you breathe in, softening as you breathe out. All right, so good morning, everyone. It's good to see all of you. And today, I got a question from one of the students, Sean. So he writes in, one question I have, feel free to answer on podcast or email, is about posture and sort of collapsing versus relaxing. I guess what I mean is when I soften my legs, my belly, my chest, etc., a result is my posture is not as upright, my spine starts to round. Is that less than ideal? Should I aim to stay upright? Or is it natural part of the releasing of tension for that to happen? Okay, fairly simple question, important question as well, because it deals with some of the, I think, most important basics that a lot of people tend to overlook when they want to go deeper into meditation practice, is stillness in the body. A lot of people call anything meditation these days. Lying down, putting, these iPads on and having some nice music, putting on some crystals, singing bowls, all that kind of stuff. And it's all called meditation. See, even just sitting somewhere, closing your eyes is already meditation. People just napping together in a room is called meditation. Yes? So first of all, it's important to understand what the word meditation actually means originally, where it comes from. And so you know what it is. And see, it's not confused anymore with something that's not meditation. The way I define meditation is the release of so-called 5 hindrances, or the release of the senses, the release of sensuality, meaning in proper meditation you have no sense experience. Zero. It's hard to get through to you as well from the outside. You wouldn't hear it. You wouldn't feel it if someone were to touch you. You're gone. It's like a very deep form of deep sleep, where even the will, intention, and type of thinking is gone that we're used to, like intentional thinking. Oh, this is this is that. Okay, that's enough meditation now. I can now leave the session. All that is gone. So there's no will, there is no intention, there is no movement in the mind. The mind has reached a kind of perfect stillness. That is meditation. If you're interested in the term, you can read a little bit more about it. For example, in Ajahn Brahm's very good book, it's called Mindfulness, Bliss and Beyond. You have a very good description of what meditation actually is. Other things that are quite popular these days, like lying down together in a room, closing your eyes, listening to music, falling asleep, is relaxation. That's good too. I'm not really bashing it. What I'm bashing is that to call that meditation. That's what I'm bashing, because it's not. If you start to call anything meditation, then meditation means nothing. It basically becomes nothing. If everything is love, then love is nothing. If everything is meditation, then what is meditation? It's just some washed down, watered down, whatever you want it to be. Yeah. So then everyone can just say, I'm meditating, and that's that. You just believe it, right? I can just tell you, well, what we're doing here is meditation, and you're just believing it, and that's that. Need to be very clear definitions of terms, and I think it's helpful to be specific about these things, especially if you're really interested in it. If you really want to learn it, then it's important to clarify these things. The basis of meditation, as you start with your practice, is your behavior, is your lifestyle, is what you do when you're not on the mat. That's the basis. If what you're doing off the mat is in conflict with what you're doing on the mat, then there is also very little point in sitting down on the mat. A lot of people also believe that meditation is some sort of healing modality that will fix your problems. All you need to do is just add a pinch of meditation to your life and your problems will float away. That's not the case. In fact, it's the other way around. You need to make sure that your problems are gone so you can meditate. If your mind is full, if your life is a mess, if you yourself are a mess, if you don't like yourself, how can you expect to relax into yourself? So we have to first make sure that we are likable to ourselves, that we have respect for ourselves, that we enjoy our presence. And that is very strongly related to how we behave, what we do, what we don't do. It's not only just what you do, it's also what you don't do. And most of us have a kind of a rough idea of what we should and shouldn't do. And if you were to follow that fully, if you would make that your structure, and you would approach your ideal of yourself, you would have less and less conflict with yourself. You would actually nourish, guide, and help yourself to stand upright, to lean on your own spine, to become self-reliant, not blown about by the winds of your preferences, not just weak like that, but following principles, having structure. That is the external basis. Having a structure that is good for you, meaning you're kind of reparenting yourself, if you will. You're guiding yourself, not in terms of what you feel like doing or what you want to do, but what is good for you, objectively. Do that. What is bad for you objectively, let go of that. That's the first thing. If you're still a bit uncertain, sometimes people are uncertain when it comes to relationships, interpersonal stuff. How should I treat others? How should I treat myself? Well, you have a simple golden rule for that. Do not do unto others as you would not have them do unto you, right? Just do that in body, speech, and mind. All three. So don't think about others the way you would not want them to think about you. Don't talk about others the way you would not want them to talk about you, etc., etc. The more you follow these common sense rules, common sense ethics or morality, the less of a conflict you will have with yourself by the end of the day. You will have a good night's sleep. There's no regrets. There's no burdens we carry around with ourselves. No conflict within the being. That's already very good. If you have removed conflict within the being, then meditating is becoming more easy. You've kind of flattened the ground. You're now ready to build a house. The foundation is good. That's why all religions of all times, throughout all of the world and history, start with that. First thing, do no harm, do no evil, and do good. Every single religion has that teaching. They all do. Every spiritual system has that teaching as the first. They have a sort of morality. Here's the do's, here's the don'ts. Right? So familiar with that, right? And the purpose, the reason for that is so that you remove conflict between your heart and your ego, if you will, between your soul and your acquired self, between your conditioned self and your soul. To remove that conflict means you have respect for yourself, you're at ease with yourself, there is less noise within yourself, less noise within your mind, less of a need to distract away from yourself. After all, distraction is just that. You're sitting here, you want to quieten your mind, doesn't work. Why? The mind wants to run away. Why would it need to run away if it is comfortable within yourself? Wouldn't have to run away. It would just curl up like a cat and fall asleep. May not fall asleep, but fall awake. So I want to make sure that this is first a given. So in that physical and in that behavioral structure, you need to learn to relax. You submit to it and you relax inside of it. You don't want to give it up. You want to keep it and stick to it while at the same time relaxing inside of it. One error would be that you take your routines and your structure and your morality overly serious and you're developing tension around that. It becomes like, I'm more moral than you. I'm better than you. That's very common. My God's better than yours. I'm above you in skill. I'm looking down upon you, and all these kind of things. They are results of people taking themselves and their morality too serious. In fact, if your morality gets really, really good, and you're actually doing what you're supposed to do, then arrogance is very often coming up. Arrogance, feeling like, oh, I'm very important, I'm really good at what I'm doing, I respect myself, but I also compare myself to others and feel much better than them. So we need to watch out for developing tension around what is good, our moral principles. On the other side, there is laxity, there is this kind of wrong relaxation. And that's the core topic of today. There's a difference between right relaxation and wrong relaxation. Wrong relaxation basically means that you relax into your preferences. You follow what you like, what feels good, what feels right, rather than what is right. For example, the phrase, follow your heart. You've heard that before, I guess. Just follow your heart. Sounds wonderful. I think it sounds so wonderful for a lot of people because they hear, do whatever you like. Follow your heart, meaning do whatever you want. Just go where the heart takes you. Go where your emotions and feelings tell you to go. Well, that's not freedom. And that's not what following the heart means at all. Actually, following the heart is the most difficult thing ever. Your heart wants good for you. It's like a parent. Do you like to be parented? Do you enjoy if you have a person telling you what to do? Even if it is good for you, we reject it, right? I'm an adult. We like this kind of freedom. I want to do whatever I want to do. I want to do it whenever I want to do it. I think this is the curse of adulthood. So we're all adults. So this means you actually should be competent in guiding yourself. And if you're not yet competent in guiding yourself, then it's not full adulthood yet. There is a rebellious teenager in there that says, well, I don't want to do what you're telling me to do. Even if it's good. If the master says, don't do this, do that, I rebel against it because I want to do it. I don't want to stop what's bad for me. I enjoy what's bad for me. All the things that are bad for me, those are the things that taste good, that feel good, that give me power, that give me a feeling of competence and confidence. All these things are what I think to be good, but in reality, they're really bad for me. My heart doesn't want me to be touched by those things. It doesn't want me to become more powerful. It wants the me to become less powerful. That feels like humility. That's the thing I don't want. I don't want to feel like incompetent, stupid, silly, small, fragile. I don't like that at all. But it's according with the truth. I am fragile. I am small. I am stupid. I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you want proof that I'm stupid? I make myself suffer a lot. And then I blame others for it. That's a clear sign of stupidity. There's a lack of intelligence, isn't it? If I produce pain within myself and then I point my finger at you and say it's because of you, it's what you said that made me painful. That's very silly, very childish. Because it's not in accordance with what is true at all. It's simply that I do not have the consciousness, the awareness to see what I'm doing in there with your words and how I react to them. And what's going on within myself, I don't know. I'm totally incompetent there. So it is my incompetence that makes me suffer. It is not words. or other people. Anyways, let's come back to the structure. So keeping your structure, keeping a discipline, having a type of morality that you follow, and within it relax. Within it learn to relax. So you do the thing that's good for you. You do what is good for the sake of good, while at the same time relaxing, because that will create friction. It's like having to be a little child all over again. Having your higher mind tell you what to do and what not to do. No, turn the TV off. That's enough for today. Like, put the phone down now. That's enough Instagram doom scrolling for today. Like, imagine there was a person that did that to you the whole day long. Even if someone were to come to you and say, shh, calm down, okay? You don't like that, right? You don't like it. No one likes that. But it's such good advice. It's so accurate. Why do we not accept it? Why don't we accept it when someone comes to us and says that? Shh, relax. Take it easy. Like putting you down too, right? Making you really small, like little kid. It's okay. Oh, you're a competent adult. It's okay. Shh. Relax. That from, being talked to like that, it hurts, but it's so good. This is so good. It shows you where you hurt. It shows you very clearly where you're insecure about yourself. Why not take that advice and relax? It's fantastic advice. So let go of this rebelliousness. Relax. Enjoy. Just come into this present moment and see things for what they are. Let go of this confusion and your wants and your desire. That rebellious teenager, let it go. Grow up. It's another good advice, isn't it? Grow up. I'm already grown up. Do you know I have a business? I have a family. I'm earning. Do you know how much I earn every month? Then right there already we're tense inside. I think if you have some self-awareness in that moment, you will notice how you're contracting. Right there. Relax. Follow the principle of accept what is true. Be easy to admonish. Relax. Do your routine that's good for you every day, whatever that is, and relax. You don't want to get up early in the morning, do your meditation first thing, and then do yoga and have a healthy breakfast. Do it anyways. And while you're doing it, relax. That is how you grow. Now, in meditation practice, we do exactly the same thing. Your posture is upright and you don't move. It's forbidden to move. Sometimes, I say if you're a total beginner, it's okay to move. If you absolutely have to, then move. But I can guarantee you it will make things actually worse. Once you're like, my knee's killing me, then you move a little bit, you'll find, oh my God, it's so much worse now because you're shifting around the pain. It usually doesn't fix it. So if you can, you just stay put, don't move. First thing, you work towards half an hour of sitting perfectly still. Now you cannot run away. You're forced to be with yourself. There's no more avoiding. And inside what you do is you surrender. You take it. You relax. You just keep practicing to relax. You keep that at the forefront of your mind to release tension, to release the tense mind, all of that. That's how you do it. Now when you are doing it wrong, there's wrong type of release, wrong type of relaxing. That means your body collapses. You're losing your posture. If this happens, then come back. Correct your posture. Correct it slowly. Take 3 breaths. In those 3 breaths, you're slowly coming back to uprightness. 1, 2, softening, 3, and softening, like this. Slowly coming back. Take your time, not just sudden movements. It's really important for the body to be absolutely still. If your body is not still, your mind cannot become still. Impossible. I've met people who call themselves meditation masters, and the way they sat, it just gave them away. Very high-minded talk about emptiness, non-duality, this, that, even calling themselves masters. And you see when they sit, like every 2 minutes, changing, full of pain, fully disturbed by their body, their mind not at ease at all. The talk can be as high-minded as you want it to be, but the body gives you away. The nervous system doesn't lie. Your body doesn't lie. The mind loves to lie. Look, I can do it too. I'm an enlightened guru. I'm a meditation master. See, it's pretty easy to say it. Nothing stops me from saying that I'm a meditation master. I have so much experience, so deep. My meditation is so deep. I see all the lights and all that kind of stuff. So powerful. I can read your minds. All right. And what? Now, how's that beneficial for you? Is that beneficial for you knowing all this stuff? Not at all, right? It's not helpful. And then I can talk all this talk, and I sit down, and if I'm fidgeting around, that's it. You already know. Anyone with eyes to see, anyone with experience knows instantly. There's no stillness in the body, there's no stillness in the mind, period. If there's no stillness in the mind, it's just talk. The proof is in the pudding. It's just unfortunate that a lot of people don't seem to know to look for these signs. They go to meditation classes and they're easily swayed by charisma, they're swayed by all the nice words. And you want to be looking for what is substantial, real. If you have the eyes to see, you know what to look for. And especially if you've gone through the training and you did it properly, and your body is quiet, and your mind is quiet, and you're relaxed beyond any kind of external thing that can push you or agitate you in any way, then you can tell even more. Then it becomes absolutely 100% clear. So cultivate that. If you collapse, come back. You shouldn't let it collapse. And to answer the question of Sean, yes, it's normal to collapse. And in the beginning, you will collapse a lot. To avoid that, you can meditate with open eyes. Sit in front of a mirror, 15 minutes, 20 minutes. By looking at the mirror, you can very clearly see if you're moving or not. You can also film yourself. And then you can immediately catch as soon as you're collapsing. You're leaning forward or whatever. You can see it immediately. But then gradually you want to internalize it and actually feel it from the inside, that you become sensitive to the body when it is collapsing, when it is leaning forward, when you're off center, when you're not feeling the weight of your head in the seat, and so on and so forth. So yeah, perhaps try with open eyes, do it until 15, 20 minutes. Do it every second day, just to learn about your posture and how it feels like. How to, sitting upright and properly, how does that feel like? Get used to it. And then inside, once you have the right posture, what you do is just you keep releasing, relaxing, softening. You melt into the posture. You adjust to the structure. The same goes for morality. We're not pulling down high-level morality to our plane. So we're not making the old teachings adapt to modern times. We are adapting to them. That should be the right way to do it. Not, it's happened 2,500 years ago. Let's dumb it down to our times so we can do it. No, let's rise up, regardless of the times, to the occasion. Do you really want to do it, or do you want to just have an easy experience of something? You want to rise up. You fit the structure, not the structure you. Don't make the structure fit yourself. You need to fit into it. So yeah, you sit correctly and inside you melt. Melt, 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 melt until structure is natural and normal for you. You can sit for an hour. That's good. There's no more need to train so much with the posture. If you can sit straight and quietly for an hour, you've achieved, I would say, your first milestone. That's pretty good. Then we can take the attention away from something and then do something else and take it deeper. And trust me, it's going to be much easier to connect to the deeper teachings if you've got the basics correct. The basics are off. Unfortunately, it's just going to be fancy talk about spiritual stuff, which has no value in itself. There's no value in having fancy spiritual talk if it's not embodied. What's the point? I tell this story over and over and over again. Some of you might get tired of hearing it. I hope not, because it served to be an inspiration. When my teacher left Phuket, left me a box with his belongings. In that box was a little framed photograph of the Vietnamese monk Thich Quang Duc, who was burning himself as an act of protest against the government. I think it was 63 or 69. I always tend to forget this. And that image, the photograph and the video of that, went around the world of him burning to death. And it stopped the oppression from the government during that time. So it worked. But that's not the impressive thing. The impressive thing is how he sits in this fire. He doesn't move a muscle. He's completely still. Here is somebody that undoubtedly knows how to meditate. He doesn't need headphones and something to cover his eyes and a nice blanket and many cushions and all that kind of stuff. He really knows how to be at peace. Being at peace means you're at peace regardless. Whatever goes on, you're at peace, period. There's no wavering. You're not disturbed by anything. That is peace. Peace doesn't mean just nice circumstances. Just enjoying an aircon, nice weather, holidays. I'm at peace. That's not peace, it's just comfort. Peace is this monk. And so he had this framed in this little picture. And as I know my teacher and good friend, how he trains is precisely like that. He trains himself like this. You don't want to delude yourself, thinking, I'm quite peaceful, I'm quite relaxed. You have to put this to the test. The tendency of the mind is to delude itself. It likes to feel good about itself. You have to test it, and your body is perfect to test it. Sitting still, fantastic way to test. Are you at peace? Sit still. Be alone. No phone for a week. Are you at peace? No contact to the outside world for a while. 1-2 weeks. Just you. Nothing else. No distractions. Are you at peace? You need to test these things, right? I like to believe I'm at peace. Am I really? That's why I have my body, where I can put it to the test. I don't immolate myself. I don't burn myself to figure this out, whether I'm at peace or not. It's enough to sit still for a long time to see where does it get shaky? Where does it start to collapse? The awareness. Where am I losing it? Where am I not sticking to the principles anymore? So it's a wonderful thing because we can all test ourselves in that way, at least. All right, that's enough for today, I guess. Okay, then thank you very much for coming. Have a good time. Enjoy.
We hope you enjoyed this episode and had a meaningful time. For more information and upcoming events, head over to our website at phuket-meditation.com. Thank you very much for listening and have a wonderful day.